Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Hello. Good to see everybody. Turn this down a little bit. I'm happy to be here. Happy, joy to be here. Hey, just be real. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Ms. SL, hello. Hello, Melissa. Hey, Tara. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Lady D. Hey, Alex, how are you? Yes, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. On your way in, please consider dropping a like on that video. Trust me, you're going to like the video. On your way in, drop a like on that video and just check and make sure that you are subscribed and you hit that bell button. We're growing here. And we are not that far away, really. We're only about 1,500 subscribers away from the 10K mark. And so that's my goal over the next few months to hit that 10K mark. And I'm so appreciative for all of you being here and helping all along the way. Hello, Latoya. How are you, my dear? Hello, Malika. All right, gang. So by popular demand, by request, I heard y'all. By request, I am bringing this show back. But I decided to do a little differently because it'll give me a little more latitude during the day to come live for tomorrow. So do it today so that you can have the information for tomorrow, basically. So we're going to be doing this the night before. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle Monday yet. Now, I don't know about Monday, but y'all going to have to help me figure that one out. Y'all going to have to help me figure out Monday morning. We'll get it out to you over the weekend. So I'm actually glad that I just kind of intuitively decided to do this, because as I began to look at the chart for tomorrow, I saw something real funky. Real funky. And I'm glad that we're going to be able to come and tell y'all about it today. So let me blow this up so y'all can see a little bit better. This is the chart for tomorrow. Okay, this is the aspect chart for tomorrow. I know it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've done the astrology discussion. So we might have to do a little refresher, a little catch up. Or for those of you who haven't been here yet for one, we'll help y'all along the way. what struck me immediately, what hit me, child? What hit me dead square in the third eye was this lovely little T square that we've got going on tomorrow between the moon in Aries. Then the moon, you guys should know by now, but the moon goes around the sun. I'll leave that for that. According to our charts, the moon goes actually around the earth. It makes its circulation however it's going, because it doesn't go around the sun. It goes around the earth every 28 days. The moon goes around the earth every 28 days. We have told time by the moon. We have told seasons by the moon. It wasn't until the Romans that they decided to change things up because they felt like they knew better. And so now we have a Gregorian calendar and all of this jazz, and that's probably later, and somebody will correct me, and I don't really care. But now there's all these funky days, like, 31 days. That wasn't the way it was. The year only had 360 damn days in it. So here we go. Oh, excuse me. So I apologize. So we have the sun, the moon here, and then the sun and Mercury down here. Mercury being in Leo, and the sun just finishing up its tour of the best sign of the zodiac, Cancer. It's just finishing its tour de Cancer. Okay. What this has created is what we call in astrology a T-square, where you have an opposition, and then you have a planet or luminary that is in square. Now, this isn't an exact T-square because this is not exactly 90. Well, that is 90 degrees. This isn't a precise one either, but when it's squaring both of them at this apex, that's what we call a T-square. So what a T-square does is it magnifies the agitation, let's just say, of the opposition. It basically focuses everything in on it. Fancy it should be a T-square with the moon in Aries. It focuses everything in on it and not on okay. I apologize. Hang on one second. I don't know why. No, I'm sending another one out. Hang on one second. I'm really sorry. 30 p.m. Eastern Standard. People really need to pay attention to when I'm live. So I apologize. So it just magnifies everything. It agitates everything. It makes all the focus in on that. So because squares, remember, are squares are they are where it kind of like rubs. It makes you take an action. Some people would say that square, some people don't like that energy because it's so ambitious and it's like a little rough and it's a little rambunctious and it's so like in your face, in your face, in your face. Okay, that's not what let's not go there. Squares are what are squares? Squares are where I'm going to motivate you to do something. You know how sometimes in your own life, you can know for a fact, or you can know or get the unction or the inkling that the universe, God, higher self, the ancestors, whomever, some higher power other than you, with your the good, your good in their crosshairs, right? Only for your good, wants you to move in a specific direction, and you just kind of are lollygagging around. Like, you knew you were supposed to break up with that person like 20 years ago. Like, you were supposed to been broke up with them and you didn't, or you were supposed to began to find yourself a new job, or you didn't, or you supposed to been fill in the blank, but you didn't. And then what happens is external forces come along and force your hand. It kicks you out of the nest. It's time for you to go. That's a square. I guarantee you, if you were to go back and look at various times when these things happened in your life, you will find, if I were to take your natal chart and do your transit chart, like put where the planets were at that moment, maybe a day or two preceding, I can guarantee you there was some square or opposition that was there that forced you to move. And it was probably some sort of an action planet. All planets are not action planets. Venus is a very luxurious, laid back chill, right? She can be about action when she's about her money. No shade. She can be about her action if she's about her money. Or about love or whatever, right? But generally, she likes to chill. She's a receiver, feminine energy. Jupiter is not necessarily an action-oriented planet, not in the same way like a Mars is, or a Uranus, or a Pluto. Those are some action-oriented planets. Neptune's not an action-oriented planet. It depends on Saturn's mood. Okay. But the sun is an action-oriented planet for sure. And Mercury can go either way. Mercury be moving fast, in and out. So when I see this, I said, oh, schnuckies. There's a few things happening here that make me really feel like Houston, we got a little bit of an issue for tomorrow. When you have the moon squaring off on the sun and Mercury, that, especially this moon in Aries, where it's going to be a little selfish, but also that moon in Aries is going to propel you to make decisions quickly. That can be good or that can be bad. Okay? That could be good or that could be bad. For some of us that will just sit around and not do a gosh darn thing, that's a good thing. Me and this shoulder. That's a good thing. For those of us, though, who are by nature action takers, we may not need that extra push because we might need to take a second and think about it. At least just weigh out the options. But what could potentially happen here with this, and I'm gonna start. You're probably starting to see this a little bit today, and now we're gonna see it for the better part of tomorrow. You may want to, like, this might be that moment where you're just like, you know what, I should have got rid of you about 10 years ago. It's time for you to go back. I was even speaking with someone earlier today, just a few hours ago, not even an hour ago, maybe 2. And I was like, there's some issues happening, right? People ain't really like doing what they need to do or whatever. And I was saying to this person, I was like, well, are you going to choose violence or what you're going to do today? And that might sound very shocking coming from me. I'm like, are you choosing chaos or what? Because this person happens to be in Aries moon too. I said, are you going to choose chaos with me? Yeah, I'm choosing chaos today. Like I recognized earlier today that the moon is in Aries. It moved into Aries yesterday, which if you could have seen everything that I got done yesterday, you would have known the moon was in Aries because Lisa was on it. Like, these are the best 2.5 days of the month for me. Like, I'm the most productive, inspired, like stuff moves, right? So I'm like, are you going to choose the violence? Are you going to choose chaos or what? Because sometimes you just got to tell a mother trucker what's really on your mind. Sometimes you just gotta tell a mother trucker what's really on your mind. Because some people, as my grandma used to say, don't believe that fat meat greasy until you show them. So when I say choose violence, I don't mean physical violence, kicking nobody's behind. I want y'all to understand that. I mean that instead of being the typically cool, calm, collected, suave, everything's everything. Everything is everything. Right? Instead of being that, it's more like Jay-Z Holy Grail. It's more like, I don't know, being in your inner, who do I want to even, I can't even say Kanye. It's like, I'm gonna go way back. It's more like being in your, like living out your inner NWA. Like we're not taking it. Y'all can do y'all. Who's saying we're not gonna take it no more? That '80s song. So ACDC, even another brick in the wall, whatever. Like you just, so that could be back some, if your normal is real even keeled and listen, it's all right, it's cool, I'm super zen, we got this, it's all right, it's all good in the neighborhood, we'll get beyond that. I understand, I see you in your pain, I get what's happening, I understand that you got some issues, and I understand this is why you're acting how you're acting, so we're just gonna work past it. Nah, pimping. Last couple of days, I've been like, I ain't got time for it. Like, we go around this mountain all the time. And every time we go around this mountain, I'm always covering. This time, I'm going to have to put the mirror up and show you what kind of foolishness, tomfoolery, and clownery you are actually engaging in. So, what does this have to do, Twisted Sister? I thought it was. What does this have to do with the Mandela effect? Because, beloveds, that moon squaring off against the sun and Mercury, squaring off against Pluto in retrograde, in Capricorn, all of that together, from your perspective of the moon, is like, I could see all the truth that there is. You're just like, you could be at this point where it's like, I am tired of you doing a certain action and telling me it's raining, because it ain't. I'm real tired of having to excuse all of your foolishness. I can't. But from their perspective, this is where that square come in at. They don't understand. They're confused and confunkled. Well, why would you think that? How did that have anything? What do you mean? I didn't say that. I didn't sit here and act like your life and your feelings didn't matter. I did this A, B, C, D, and E all for you. I haven't been taking full advantage of you for the last 10 years. I haven't been mooching. I haven't been taking advantage. I haven't been out of alignment and out of balance and out of order, as Mama Ayana would say. The gaslight is on. I'm trying to tell you the gaslight is on and popping. It's probably already started for some of y'all today. As I've been talking to certain people, it's not just one person, but I will let me put out this PSA. I'm gonna put this PSA out. This is a PSA for all Aries moons. PSA announcement for all Aries moons. Incoming message. Okay, PSA. PSA. You gonna want to choose violence. You're not trying to hear it no more. You are not having it. So if you are an Aries moon, an Aries sun, an Aries rising, and I'm going to put this off on all y'all fire moons, ain't none of us having it. Ain't none of us having it. The gaslight's going to be on. So let me tell y'all something. If you do not know, so if you're the person that's been taken advantage of, mooching off of, doing whatever's whatever, you understand what I'm saying? If you've been that person on the other side of this fence and you know your, can I cuss? It's almost 5:00. And you know, okay, you know your ass ain't been right. You know your ass ain't been right. You know your ass ain't been right. Don't sit here and try to gaslight. Do not try it. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well. So anybody that's listening to me today or that's going to hear me tomorrow before the sun sets tomorrow, I am deputizing all of you Aries moons. You are all deputized Aries moons. I will grant it to you. I will loan it out. For the next 24 hours, you too are an Aries moon. So let me tell you something. The gaslight is on and popping, but y'all know y'all wrong. So don't try it. Take what it is, own your BS, and keep it pushing. Because in the words of Auntie Monique, when you do clownery, the clown bites back. Now, let's get back to the chart. Y'all not ready for me today. This is it is what it is. So there could be a lot of misunderstanding, misconceptions. There could be a lot of there could be on both. There could be a side, there could be this side of y'all really not hearing one another. Right? I'm just warning you. Because we have no Libra energy here to balance us out. Matter of fact, there's no real players air-wise, well, I suppose. But the air signs really are kind of sitting this. Look, ain't nothing in Gemini. All we got is Saturn in retrograde over here. And Saturn really, let me tell you something. Saturn is for the chaos. And retrograde in Aries and Aquarius, Saturn is all about it. It is sextile in that moon. So it's saying, listen, Saturn is sitting back like this. I've been trying to tell you for the longest, this is what was going on. I've been trying to get you to remove this energy from our foundational interactions, and yet you didn't want to listen. So right now I'm all about it. Oh, you finally ready to go? Well then, baby, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Saturn is like, okay, cool. Because this person can't come along with us for the ride when I go direct again. Remember, Saturn in Aquarius, global good, global restructure, global foundation, global ascension. Right now, we're under a nasty little global attempt for shadow energies to attempt, or lower vibration energies to attempt to restructure the globe. This is what's happening during this Saturn retrograde. I will research and find out how long this mother trucker is going to be retrograde, because I'm about ready for it to stop. I can't. This is just getting out of control and out of hand. So the powers that be are trying to restructure everything globally, and you see it all the time. You got Pluto in the last bit, it's still dancing on the Plutonian return for the US, and it's in retrograde right now. This is the economic problem. It's like, let's screw it all up again. Let's just really upset the apple cart. So we have all this pressure going on, all this stuff going on externally, and it's putting external pressure on us. When you have a T square, there's a lot of external pressure. It's going to be centered around your feelings, though, this go around for the next about 24 hours or so. It's centered around your emotions. It's centered around all those things you ain't done before that you knew you should have done. All that stuff you just excused and swept underneath the rug and said, no, I can handle it. I can shoulder that. I can take care of this. It's not a problem. I'm all this. I'm a higher dimensional being. I could blah, 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 blah. All that is true, beloved. But at the end of the damn day, you still a human being. Now, I'm just going to give it to you real and raw today because, yes, I'm an Aries moon. And where that moon is traipsing over right now, when I say right now, I mean right now, is traipsing over my moon and my Saturn. So right now, what I'm in the midst of right now is saying anything that has been effed up in the structure. If y'all ain't been in alignment with me in my structure and can't continue to help build, you might have to be, what do they say in the law? Yeeted. Yeet thyself. So we have on a global scale, we got all this rigmarole and monkey business going on a global scale. And then on the home front, you got energy running around here that the universe been trying to get you to move. So there's no air. You ain't got no air support. What you got is you got that Aquarius over there saying, I've been told you to kick this mother trucker out the goddamn garden. I've been saying kick this mother trucker out. Told you. So Saturn's saying, I told you so. And you know how Saturn is saying, I told you so? Because Saturn is sitting over here squaring off against Uranus and the North Node. Where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to have, where you're heading to. Do you know where you're going to? Shout out to Diana Ross, Mahogany. Saturn is squaring and saying, did you set up all that stuff I've been to? You got your LLC? Did you get that business going? Are you ready to put your shingle out here? Because we're going to need some economic structure going on. We're going to need some economic assistance. Are you ready to possess what you've always been meant to possess? North Node in Taurus. And Uranus is saying, I've been telling them this for years. I've been hanging out here for years. Before I go, we're going to revolutionize how you think about yourself and how you operate. And Saturn is here for it. Saturn is choosing chaos. It's not helping. We have no air support to help. This is all about your feelings, baby. All about your feelings, all about your fire, all about your family, all about the loyalty. Mercury in Leo. You seeing where these hoes ain't loyal? I'm pulling them all out today. You seeing where the disloyalty has come in. You're seeing the Fredos in your life. If you don't know the Fredo reference, I'm going to ask you to please refer to The Godfather, Part 2. We will probably need to have somewhere a group watch of The Godfather, all 3 parts at some point in the near future, if you all are unaware of the sheer amount of wisdom that comes in those movies. Now, so Mercury in Leo is saying, wait a minute, I have been loyal. You, my dear, have not. You, my dear company, job, you, my dear person, have not. But they going to try to okie doke. They're going to try to rewrite history. They're going to try to say, no, all those things that you remember happening this way, where I used and abused you and walked all over you. No, that did not happen. It happened this way. Gaslighting, Mandela effect. You see? Do you have any proof of that? No, look, I have this text message. Do you see? Gaslight and Mandela effect. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for the mainstream media trying to tell you, no, this didn't happen the way you think it did. crazy person. It happened this way. No, history wasn't like that. If it's like this, we need to rewrite it because when it was written, it was an ist and an ism. No, it happened. It happened. Don't fall for it. I'm going to show you how else these mother truckers is going to try to make you think that what you think is correct is not. You see Neptune over here? Chilling, right? The god of delusion. When it's in retrograde, he snuck into retrograde real sneaky and easy. He is sextiling Pluto, and he is trining by degree. Well, he's trining the sun. And then kind of, because they're so close, right, conjunct, he's also trining Mercury. That's another problem, baby. That's another issue. So now the delusion is happening. Now that you don't remember that like that. That ain't how that went. And you need me. I'm part of your future. I'm part of your dream. I'm part of your aspirations. Don't you remember? Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? Shout out to Luther Vandross. All I'm trying to say is this. I know it feels like I'm really choosing violence right here. I'm choosing chaos. I'm actually asking you to choose you. I'm asking you to choose you. And I'm telling you, don't fall for the BS. You said you're coming back. Come on now. Let me tell you something. They ain't coming back and you don't want them back. So all y'all pining after your exes, stop it. All y'all whining and crying and carrying on, stop it. They're an ex for a reason, even in this season. You don't need them back. Stop it. Stop it. All of you thinking, oh, I don't know how I'm going to make it without these fools sucking out all my energy and being energy vampires. Cut it out. You can make it. Stop letting people lie to you and tell you that you can't make it without them. Stop letting them guilt you into keeping them in your world. Stop letting them guilt you into staying stagnant and at the level that you're at and not elevating. Stop it. This is a chart and this is an aspect chart, a transit chart for you to get out of your BS. But in order for you to get out of your BS, you got to not believe the gaslight. Don't believe the hype. Don't fall for the okie doke. You can't tell me because I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I've extended you grace and I've extended you mercy, and I have been neutral about the situation, and I'm not assigning good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not calling you out. I'm not cussing you out. I ain't saying nothing to you. All I'm saying is, as far as this is concerned, you and I can't do this no more because it's not good for me. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I'm not even going to wish on you that you get what you deserve because that would probably not be good for nobody. So I wish you the best. Godspeed, deuces. I'm out. I got to move on. Okay, so don't let them guilt you into staying in this same stagnant place, because what you're going to put into motion for at least the next few months is then they're going to be stuck. And my concern is because of the aspect to Pluto, that's a generational, right, planet, slow moving, you could be putting this into motion for the next 20 years. I don't think you want that. At least 20 years. I don't think you want that. Okay. Let me do a couple things here. Tonight, as a matter of fact, in about an hour and a half, so I'm gonna get on out of here so I can have me some dinner. In about an hour and a half, we are going to be starting our Lightworker Liftoff. It's lightworkerliftoff.com. It's 2 days for free for you to launch your business. Go to lightworkerliftoff.com and register right now. And then sign up for the Facebook, register right now. And then I'll be sending in about 20 minutes, I'm sending out an email so you guys can have the link. If you've been before and you want to come again, come on through. No problem. We are going to help you in 2 days. Today will be a great day for you to come, as a matter of fact. You know why? Because we're going to do some energy work. We're going to do some energy healing today. We're going to get you to a point where you stop thinking that your success is tied to somebody else. We're going to stop making you feel, stop you from feeling like some type of way because you're wanting success and wanting more, and people are trying to tear you down and bring you back. So this is probably a good day for you to come. And then tomorrow we're going to go on and set your business up and give you an opportunity to work with us further. So come on over there. Come on through. Like I said, I'll be sending out another email very shortly here. All right, let's pull a card. We're going to pull one of the, Melissa, she wasn't ready for me. Hello, everybody. Hey, Dada. Hey, Brittany. I think I saw red violet crystals in red violet crystals. You need to be paying attention. Red violet. Hey, Coach Leslie. I see Coach Leslie. Hey, Ceresia. All right, guys. Let me go head on. Let me get you an Egyptian Gods Oracle. I'm not even going to pull the Sacred Creator because you know why? We choosing chaos. Chaos in the building. Huh. H-U-H. Huh. Exploration, the god of exploration. Let's see what he has to say to us. I got to get my card cam back, y'all. I got to get my card cam back. Okay, here we go. He is represented with his arms raised with a palm branch in each hand and a smaller one as a headdress. He is called the God of millions of years because he is the personification of infinity or eternity. With respect to the deceased, he grants millions of years in the afterlife. He symbolizes individuality and the desire for inner searching. If you are going through a moment of profound crisis, have faith. Take things as they are and take your time. You are destined to evolve. It will be a slow, profound movement, which needs time for you and the circumstances to reach maturity. Slowness advises you to be prudent, reserved, discreet, and patient, and have a sense of duty. I'm going to ask you to have a sense of duty for self, as some of y'all have been long suffering. But this is a moment, this is a catalytic moment for you to change. So I'm just going to ask that you take advantage of that. All right, beloveds, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all get on out of here. I got to go. I got to bounce. I got to get ready for tonight. So if you haven't gone yet, go to lightworkerliftoff.com. Hang out with me for a couple hours tonight. It starts at 7:30 Eastern time, 6:30 Central, 5:30 on the West Coast. And then we'll be gone for about 2 hours tonight and then 2 hours tomorrow night. And you would have another VIP option as well for a third. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you very much. Namaste. Bye, gang.